The newly elected Pakistan National Assembly will be holding its inaugural session hours from now. The President has called for the session to be opened from today, a pivotal shift from him reportedly refusing to call the session altogether. President Arif Alvi, who has been close to PTI leader and former Prime Minister Imran Khan in the past, has nonetheless underlined some reservations. In a tweet from the Pakistan President's office, it says, and I'm quoting here, while responding to the summary sent by the caretaker Prime Minister, the President said that the tone and tenor of the summary was unfortunate. President Alvi has also underlined that he could not be oblivious to some incongruities in the electoral process and the process of formation of the government. A day ahead of the session, the Pakistan People's Party, or the PPP, and the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, that's the PML-N, shared key details of their power-sharing agreement. After weeks of negotiations, the PPP and the PML-N have finalized key government positions as well. The PML-N have finalized the key government positions with the PPP. The Prime Minister's post goes to PML-N, while the PPP will hold the presidency. The two parties have divided the other crucial roles. They include the Senate Chairperson, Senate Deputy Chairperson, Speaker of the National Assembly, and the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. This coalition marks a major shift in Pakistani politics, with the PPP joining forces with the PML-N. Further, the parties also released a schedule for the new government assembly in the coming week. Today, the assembly session will be summoned. New members will take oath, while outgoing Speaker Raja Parvez Ashraf will be sworn in. The upcoming days will see the nomination papers for the election of the new Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. They will eventually be elected through a secret ballot. This will be followed by the nomination and election of the Prime Minister, which is due to take place on the 4th of March. Now, the magic number required to become the Prime Minister is 169. Unfortunately, the PPP and the PML-N coalition boast nearly 200 members in support. This coalition breaks weeks of deadlock, sidelining the party of former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, despite winning the most seats in the recent election. PPP and the PML-N strategic alliance aims to bring stability to the government and navigate the challenges facing the nation. For more on this, we're now being joined by Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik from Islamabad. Anas, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Of course, a lot of pointers here. First of all, the political deadlock, that seems to have finally come to an end with the PPP and the PML-N finally sharing and finalizing their power sharing formula here. What can you tell us about that to begin with?
Certainly so. This power sharing formula had been agreed upon last week between the leadership of the Pakistan People's Party and the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. The contours of the nitty-gritties were still being negotiated, and now that it has been finalized, the constitutional posts, they have been divided. While People's Party will not be part of the government, they're still part of the government. They're not taking any ministries. The Prime Ministership goes to the PML-N, and we've seen that the United Parties Alliance's nomination for the post of the Prime Minister is Shehbaz Sharif. The presidency goes to the Pakistan People's Party. Now it is being said that the presidency's candidate would be Asif Ali Zardari. Similarly, chairperson of the Senate, that is the upper house of the Parliament, goes to the Pakistan People's Party. The deputy speakership of the chairman of the Senate goes to the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, and then the other constitutional post, and of course important enough, that has been announced now. The speakership goes to the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, and the candidate would be Ayaz Sadiq, who was previously the speaker as well. And the deputy speaker goes to the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz and Pakistan People's Party. And last night, the People's Party did nominate its deputy speaker candidate as Ghulam Mustafa Shah to be there on the seat.
Right, Anas, of course, let's talk about the National Assembly session as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier, while responding to the summary that was sent by the caretaker Prime Minister, the President did say that the tone and the tenor of the summary was unfortunate. Could you please break this down for us?
Well, we have to go and understand what really happened. The law ministry, the caretaker law ministry, sent a summary to the president earlier last week, seeking the president, asking the president to sign on the advice and summon the session of the parliament. The president on Sunday, this past Sunday, had sent that summary back without signing it, saying that, well, the parliament is incomplete, alluding to the fact that the reserve seats of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf backed candidates are yet to be sorted. Therefore, he can only summon the session once the parliament is complete. Then what happens is that the Prime Minister, the Law Ministry goes on, apprises the Prime Minister about the situation, the caretaker Prime Minister. The Prime Minister does two things. First, he authorizes the Law Ministry and the National Assembly Secretariat that in case if the President fails to summon the session of the National Assembly, then the Secretariat will be authorized to hold and have the National Assembly session summoned. And secondly, he also sends a reminder summary to the President in his statement has been referring to. And what we understand that the summary sent by the Prime Minister, the caretaker Prime Minister, did not have quite of an ideal wording. The reason this stiff that is there, that has now been publicly mentioned about and has been expressed displeasure about as well. Him.
All right. Well, Anas, thank you so much for bringing us the latest on this. Of course, we'll continue to track all the developments very closely with you there. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.